everyone, this is Lori from Get Crafty with Lori, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to use the print and cut feature on your Cricut using this digital art collection called The Good Life from Close to My Heart. If you don't know what the print and cut feature is all about, well, let me tell you. Normally when you do a Cricut cut, it's going to cut out several different pieces. Like on this wheelbarrow, we have a couple of different shades of red and a couple of shade differences in the blue. And what you would do is assemble it and glue it together. Well, on the print and cut feature, you're going to take an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, the same size as this printer paper here. And you've uploaded your files into Cricut, and I'll show you how to do that. And you send this to the printer. It's going to print this on your cardstock. Then you're going to put it in your Cricut, and it's going to cut it out for you. So it's all assembled and pretty, just like ephemera pieces would be. So anyways, I am going to walk you through those steps. Okay, so I've opened up my webpage, loriscott.closetomyheart.com. And when we're on this page, we're going to go to shop, and then we're going to come down here to digital art. And we scroll through here, we have lots of nice digital art pieces. And once you learn how to do this print and cut feature, you're going to be sold on it. So you're going to click on the Good Life collection here and add it to cart, and then you're going to go ahead and complete the checkout process. There will not be any shipping charges on this because this file is available to you immediately. So once you've gone ahead and done that, then your next step is to go up here to your name, and you're going to click on account. Then you're going to go over here to digital library, and here's your file right here. And you're going to click on this down arrow, and it's going to put it up here for you. So now you're going to want to open your Cricut Design Space. So when you upload an SVG file, you are going to normally do it one at a time. That's how Cricut is set up, Design Space. You have to add one of these at a time. It just won't let you group them all in one. But I have found that there's a website out there that will allow you to group them and upload them at once. It is called SVG Tools here. So this is what we're going to use, this SVG merge. Now, it's on sale for $14.99, and it works for Windows and it works for Macintosh. And this has good ratings on it. So I'm going to add it to my cart, and then I'm going to go ahead through purchasing this, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and completed my purchase, and they sent the file to me through an email. So here are the download instructions, and we're going to click here for the SVG merge. But what it says here is that the first time you launch the SVG merge, you'll be prompted to activate using the serial number above. So I have my serial number right here. So I'm going to go ahead and right click and hit copy. So now I'm going to go ahead and click here, and I'm going to click on this SVG merge, and I'm going to click download for the Mac because I have a Mac. But if you have a PC with Windows, you're going to want to use this one over here. So I'm going to go ahead and click download, and up here there's a little arrow here, and there's a little circle going around it, and that's what it says the download is in progress. So this is going to go ahead and download it. to my download folder. So I'm just going to wait for that to finish. Okay, now that is complete. And here's the file right here for the setup. You will be guided through the steps necessary to install this software. So I'm going to click continue. And then here's their information on it and the software license agreement. And I'm going to click agree. And now I am going to install this. And it wants me to use my password here. So I'm going to do that real quick here. Okay, now it's installing. And here is the SVG merge. It said it'll run a demo. Let's click activate here. Let's see, please enter your name. And let's put in that number. Okay, so now it says thank you for activating the software. So I'll hit OK on that. Okay, so now the first thing we want to do is click this box down here where it says Design Space Compatible. That's really important. So now we're going to click Add File. Here's the Good Life Digital Art Collection. We're going to click on that, and here are all the pieces in that file. So I'm going to go ahead and click all of these images. I'm holding down the Shift key while I do this. So let's get all of those clicked. Now we're going to click Open. And here we are. They're all in here now. Now we are going to export all, and then we're going to give it a name, and I'm going to go ahead and put the Good Life Digital Art in here. Okay, now then I'm going to hit Save. Okay, now it has all exported. Okay. I am back on my Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to go down here to the Upload button. Then you come to this screen here, and it says Upload Image, and you click Browse, and you have to remember where you put your SVG, and I put it in the Download folder. That's the most important part, is remembering where it is. So then I'm going to click this on, the Good Life Art SVG, click Open, and it's all right here. And I'm going to click Upload again, and here's my file, and I'm going to come over here to Add to Canvas, and there it is, and it is quite large. It's going to be a little difficult to see. So I am going to make this smaller. It'll be easier to work with. So there we go. We have it all now. One thing you want to do before you start breaking it apart is to go ahead and hit this Save button. And we're going to create a new collection here. I have all of my digital art pieces saved by their name. So I'm going to create new collection, and I'm just going to type in The Good Life. Okay, that's all I need to do. Okay, so now it is saved. Okay, so then I can go ahead and start breaking the pieces apart. Okay, first of all, I'm going to hit the Ungroup button because all of this is grouped together. And I'm going to start pulling these pieces down. There are pieces that I don't want, and so I'm just going to click on them and hit Delete. I don't need this card, so I'm going to hit Delete. And same with this one. Move that fence. Let's see, what else can I move? I want to keep, looks like I have a couple of these back here. I'm going to delete this one. I don't know why they gave me duplicates in there, but I'll just move that. Less to work with. And so I want this water can here. So I'm going to, let's see, what we got going here? We got a cloud. Huh, there's a big cloud there. Okay, I don't want this. I'm going to delete that. I don't want that. I don't want these pieces, so I'm going to get rid of these. Let's go over here. Let's separate this down here. That here. I don't want these fences, so I'm going to delete them. I want the wheelbarrow. I don't think I want those words. I don't want this grass. Delete. Okay, so I have those pieces that I want. And let's see what we have left over here that I don't want. Click off of that. Okay, I don't want this whole thing, and I definitely don't want this green piece back here. Let's see if I can delete that. Okay, I'm gonna do the same with this one. Double click on it and hit delete. If you delete something, don't be afraid, because this is called the undo button right here. You click that and you see it put it right back on. So now I'm gonna redo it, take it off again. Okay, let's see. Let's take this little cloud off of here. I don't need that. And I don't need that. I'm just double clicking until it gets a box around it. It has 4 little squares on each corner. So when you double click it with your finger here, it does that. Now I'm going to use, I'm going to right click and delete, double click again, delete, double click, and then right click to delete it. And so these big pieces here, I think I might have to take those out individually. So I'm going to have to do these like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on all of them. This would be absolutely gorgeous, this spiral in different colors. Kind of reminds me of like a 70s hippie theme, right? With the yellow and the orange and the brown. It'd be so cool to do something like that. Okay, let's take all these off. Let's see. There's that one. Yeah, if you don't know where it is, you can double click it and it'll take you to it. Okay, so that's off. I don't need this background. Double click, and then use your right click to delete. Okay, oh, there's a little piece hiding under here. Let's see if I can get that. Oh, that's the barn, or excuse me, the fence. But let's see, where's that piece at? I'm not sure right now. Okay, so I like this mailbox. Let's see. I want to move that mailbox, but it's going to come apart when I do that. So I am going to put it back together up here. And now that it's like that, I'm going to draw, oops, I'm going to draw a square around it, if it'll let me. Why won't you let me? I guess everything is still grouped, so I need to hit ungroup again. Okay, now I can draw around it, and now I want to hit the group button again. So this is not going to come apart. It's together. Okay. Oops, I missed a piece, it looks like. Let's put that behind it. Then I'm going to go ahead and draw around it again, and I'm going to group it again. So now we have all our pieces there, and these fences, they have to be taken apart too, it looks like. Oh, I'll move the grass. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. I'll put that back like that, and then I'm going to draw around it, and I'm going to go back up here to this group button and group that fence. So that fence is all together now, and I'm going to move some of these things down. Get these out of the way right now. Okay, so I had this big cloud up here, and this cloud is where it had this title right here. So I'm going to put that back together. Oops, like that. And let's see, I need to group it again. So I draw it all the way around it like that. Because when I just did it like this, it's just held onto the cloud. But we want the words, so we're going to draw the gray box around it, and I'm just dragging my finger to highlight that whole thing, and now the letters are all highlighted. So now I'm going to click on group again. Okay, so now that's all one piece. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Move that, and I'm going to get rid of that. Okay. Let's move that there. My windmill needs to be grouped. But for now, let's move this over here. And I will put these fence posts back on. Oops, come on, get back over there. Okay, so those right there. Okay, click on this one. And this one. Okay. Oops, it held on to me. Okay, let's put it back. For those of you who are Cricut experts, you can fast forward through this. But for those who need a little help, just hang on with me. So now I want to group this fence back together again. And let's hit the group. Okay, so now our fence is one piece. We've got a couple of clouds behind this windmill. We're going to hide those. Now this windmill is not grouped, and we definitely want to group it. So I'm going to draw this gray box around it. Every piece is grouped, and I'm going to group it together like that. So it's all together. Okay, so all of my pieces are down. Now what we want to do to make these be a print and cut is we're going to go over here to this button here that says flatten. So I'm clicking on the fence and I'm going to hit flatten. Now that's a print and cut all by itself. And I'm going to do that for each of these pieces. I'm just going to draw around them and click flatten. I just want to make sure that nothing comes out as a regular cut. That's already flattened, so that's okay. Let's do the mailbox, flatten, the milk can, let's flatten that, and the tub, wash tub, I'm not sure what that is, flatten. Okay, let's move that. Let's see, is our wheelbarrow grouped? We need to group that. Okay, it's grouped. Okay. Now what we want to do is flatten that one too. delete it. And these pieces, I think I want to make them a little bit smaller. Kind of large. Okay. Same with the wheelbarrow. Maybe about like that. Mailbox is, let's see, it's probably okay. Oops, I didn't want to do that. We always can hit the undo. I was just trying to see how it measured next to the fence, and I think it's good. So let's move out of the way there. And then the milk can, I want to make that smaller. And I want to make the barn smaller too. Okay, so now let's see what happens when we make this, what it looks like. Okay, that looks good. Okay, I think my pieces look good. I think I want to adjust that if I can. It seems like it's so close. There we go. Move these pieces down a little bit. Okay, let's see how this one looks. This looks good. I'm not sure I want that button. I think I'm going to get rid of the button. Okay, so I'm just going to left click and then right click to delete. And then I'm going to put some cardstock in my printer and we will print. This is what my computer screen looks like now. Number one shows that it's been printed, and number two, it's telling me the cardstock that I'm using, and number three is telling me to go ahead and load my materials. So I have my cardstock down on my mats, and I'm going to put it in my Cricut. Okay, it's in the machine. Watch this part. This is really interesting. It's got this little blue light on. Now it's going to go ahead and do its measurements to know exactly where it's going to cut. My cat's down here at my feet. I'm afraid he's going to jump up here. Oh, he sure did. There he is. Kitty, what are you doing here? Say hi, Charlie. Hello. It's amazing how it knows exactly what to do. Look at this cat over here. He's pretty interested in what is going on. Aren't you, Charlie? He's like, what is going on there? Oh no, don't do that. Ah, Charlie, get off of there. Not a good place to be, Charlie. Look at how beautifully these pieces turned out. Look at that cut, how nice that is. And it's all together. No messy work with the glue and trying to assemble it. It's all done for you and ready to put down on your layout. In fact, I will be making a layout with these pieces soon, so stay tuned for that. And if you have any questions, please link them in the comments and I will get back to you. I will go ahead and put a link to this digital file in the description at the end of this video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And thank you for watching and have a great day.